Alright, I'm going to show you a little program here that I found because I was looking to convert a whole bunch of screenshots that I had. We're talking 30, 40, 50 of them in a batch, and I didn't want to spend money for these one-off jobs, and I found a great little program called irFanView. Hit batch conversion or rename, or you can just hit the B key. Comes up with another little dialog here called batch conversion. This program does a lot of stuff, so the nice thing is you can do pretty much everything in this batch conversion that I've found. So I want to save as a TIFF, and just a hint to anybody that's doing any kind of real publication, whether it's a normally published book or if you're using CreateSpace, you want to have at least 300 DPI images or they're going to look funny, maybe grainy, and most screen captures do 72 DPI or dots per inch. So we'll go find a file folder that I'm looking to work on. Okay, so we see I have in here 5 JPEG files. So what I'm going to do, the easy thing is, in my case I have them all sorted out. I just hit add all, but you could individually add them as well. I have the TIFF as selected as my file output format here, and I want to hit advanced. I've already set this up. I know that generally things blow up better if they're doubled. So if the screens are 72 DPI, you multiply that times 5, and that's where your target is. So I've got 384, and that's really all I've changed on this. There's a lot of other things you can do. You could blur them, correct brightness, sharpness, but with screen captures you don't really need to do that. You're just trying to blow them up and keep as much detail as possible and keep the same size, and this does all this. You could do it in Photoshop. It's a much more tedious. I guess you could create some action to do it automatically, but this is already here and it works great. So you just hit OK. So multiply your base DPI, and all your screenshots should be the same, by usually 5, so you're over 300. If you're over, that's okay. So just hit OK. So that's ready to go. If you want to see the options on the TIFFs, I don't use compression just because I want to have the top quality for print, so you can hit OK on that. All you do here now is, a nice thing is if they're all in different directories like I do, each chapter has their own thing. If you want to make sure they stay in the same, because I'm changing the extension anyway to a TIFF from a JPEG, so I can just hit this use current look-in directory, and you notice this changed right here. Or you could browse if you're going to keep the same name and you just want to put them in a high def or something like that folder. But in my case it's easy just to hit the current directory here, just hit start batch. You can see they're done. I return to batch because I'm doing a whole bunch. You can see they're all there ready to go, and that's about it.